My name is Sarah. I'm 41 now, and every time I walk past that little coffee shop on Maple Street, I still feel a tug in my chest. Not sadness anymore, just quiet gratitude. 5 years ago, I was different. I was the woman who never asked for help. I had a solid job in marketing, a neat one-bedroom apartment, emergency savings, weekend plans with friends. Then the company restructured. One Thursday, my boss called me in and said the sentence that changes everything. "We're letting you go." No real explanation. Severance was 2 weeks' pay and a cardboard box. Security walked me to the elevator like I was a stranger. I told myself it was temporary. I revamped my resume that same afternoon, applied to everything I could find. Weeks turned into months. Interviews happened, polite smiles, firm handshakes, then silence. Or worse, we went with someone whose background aligns more closely. Savings disappeared. Rent notices piled up. I sold my things one by one on online marketplaces. First the leather couch, then the bookshelves, finally the bed frame. I slept on an old air mattress that lost air every night. The hardest part wasn't hunger or sleeping cold. It was shame. I stopped replying to friends' messages. When my mother called, I said, "I'm fine, just busy," then hung up before my voice broke. One gray October afternoon, I reached the edge. $47 left in the bank, eviction in 3 days. I walked into the coffee shop on Maple Street, not to buy coffee, just to sit in warmth for free. The place was quiet. I took the farthest corner table, plugged in my dying laptop, and pretended to job search while stealing Wi-Fi and heat. That's when I saw her. An older woman, maybe 70, silver hair pinned neatly, sitting alone with a half-finished latte. She glanced over, not staring, just noticing. After 20 minutes or so, she stood, walked to my table, and set down a small paper bag. "Excuse me," she said gently. "I accidentally ordered an extra muffin, blueberry. I can't eat two. Would you like it?" I froze. "No, thank you. I'm okay." She didn't leave. "It's fresh. It'll just be thrown away otherwise." My stomach growled, loud, embarrassing. Heat rushed to my face. Pride fought hunger and lost. "Thank you." She gave a small, warm smile and returned to her seat. I ate the muffin slowly, savoring every bite like it might be the last good thing I'd taste. When I looked up again, she was gone. On her empty table lay a folded napkin with careful handwriting. "If you ever need someone to talk to, or just a warm place to sit, come back. I'm usually here in the afternoons. Evelyn." I folded that napkin and kept it in my wallet like a talisman. The next week I went back, not to talk, just for the warmth. Evelyn was there. This time she didn't bring food. She simply asked, "May I join you?" We talked. At first about nothing important, the rain, a new bookshop down the street, how terrible parking was. Little by little, more. I admitted the job loss, the fear that kept me awake, the way I felt like I'd become invisible. She listened. No interruptions, no quick fixes, no pity, just real listening. Weeks passed. One afternoon she said, I used to run a small nonprofit years ago. We helped people restart after setbacks, resume workshops, interview practice, small emergency grants. I'm retired, but I still know a few people. I shook my head fast. I don't take handouts. It isn't a handout, she replied. It's a bridge. There's a difference. She connected me with a friend who led a career re-entry program. They didn't just fix my resume, they taught me how to reframe the long gap. Freelance attempts, skill-building courses, even free ones I'd done, personal projects. They linked me to a temp agency. My first placement was 6 months of data entry, boring, low-paid, but steady. Paychecks arrived on time. I paid overdue rent. I bought groceries that weren't instant noodles. That contract became full-time. Not glamorous, but enough. I started saving again, small amounts, but consistent. Evelyn and I kept our Thursday afternoons at the coffee shop. We never called them mentoring sessions. They were just Thursdays. Almost 2 years later, I walked in with an envelope. Inside, a check for $2,000, the exact amount of the quiet emergency help the nonprofit had given me at my lowest, plus a little interest I'd scraped together. I want to pay it forward, I told her. She looked at the check, then at me. Her eyes glistened. You already do, she said. Every Thursday you let an old woman talk about her roses and her grandchildren for hours. That's more than enough. She accepted the check anyway. The following week, she told me she'd donated it back to the same nonprofit, noted, "In honor of Sarah's new chapter." Today, my life looks different. Better position, sunny apartment, even a tabby cat I named Muffin. I still go to Maple Street every Thursday. Sometimes Evelyn is there, sipping her latte. Sometimes the table is empty. When it is, I buy 2 blueberry muffins. I leave one on her usual spot with a fresh napkin. For whoever needs it next. Sarah. Second chances don't always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes they come quietly, in the shape of an extra muffin, an open ear, and someone who sees you when you feel erased. And if you hold on to them, one day you get to be that someone for somebody else.